course, the incumbent telephone company's been around for 120 years, that they will give them their telephone at the cheapest possible rate. But guess what? Those companies got 120 years of investment in copper wiring, telephone exchanges, and all this other hardware and stuff, and they will not drop their prices unless they absolutely have to. And have you noticed that telephone prices have come down, 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 down?
It's very competitive.
Yeah, but you can't get any cheaper than free.
No, that's true. You can't.
And so what we do is we say, if everybody's on our network, then the calls are free. Our system is smart enough to even talk to some other voice over internet providers' networks and still be free. They don't have the capacity to call us for free. That's what makes us unique in that regard. But here's a good example of a small business, for instance, that wants to go high technology. Okay, they want the flexibility of all those features that you know you get in a commercial PABX system, which is a private branch exchange. You know, when you ring a company and you get a receptionist and it says, who would you like to talk to? Okay, I'll put you through. Or sometimes you get a welcome to company XYZ, press 1 for this, 2 for that. Those systems are typically hardware based, and they are quite expensive systems in order to patch and push all of the calls around. We give you one for nothing. It's not hardware, it's software. It's built into our platform, and not only a small business gets it, every individual that has an account with us gets one totally that they can configure themselves.
Okay. Now that just sounds a little bit confusing to me. I understand the principle of what you're saying, but I don't think I'd be capable of setting something like that up. Do you have some way of teaching us or showing us how to do that? If, say, we were a small business and we wanted to do that, would we need to employ somebody to set it up for us, or how would that work?
You can do it one of two ways. You can just buy it totally configured from us, and we compare very favourably up against all of the other providers of hardware and software, except our upfront cost is almost nothing because it's built into the system. You just may have to spend a few dollars just allowing us to program it for you up to your specifications. Our default settings are usually usable straight away. So once you subscribe, just start using it. The default setting is you ring the person. If the phone rings, if it doesn't answer, it goes to voicemail. Our voicemail will even email you the voice file. So you can store it, retrieve it, just like you would
pretty fancy.
You would retrieve your emails. If you don't want that, turn it off. If you do want it, it's a great service, especially if you're travelling. You don't want to have, you just get it with your emails. But with a company, they may have more than one person. Rather than just calling someone direct, they may want like a receptionist to answer the phone, and then they divert it. Well, we can configure any number of telephones such as these, and there is no PABX. In fact, one of our most recent customers was a company, a web development company, and they were moving offices. And they wanted, when they moved into the new offices, to get a telephone on the desk of every employee. Whereas before they had lots of phone cables and things and people running from one end of the building to the other. They came to us and said, what can you do? And for less than buying the PABX without any handsets, they bought the whole system, totally configured, and we put it together in 3 days for them.
Wow, that's a real asset for companies, because I know that just moving companies, that part of setting it up again is really expensive, and then the wiring is just, you know, incredible. So, and
guess what? They don't have a telephone line in the building. It's all done through the internet.
Wow.
Want to know the pest resistance?
What?
The receptionist works at home.
Oh, serious? Wow.
She takes the phone home. She sits at her home 25 kilometres away with her child looking after her family, and answers the phone at home.
And then redirects it
and then says, one moment, I'll put you through.
Okay. So it doesn't sound like an answering service at all? Which
no, it's the receptionist.
For a receptionist.
But they also have a voice menu at the front that says, if you'd like to, if you know the number of the extension, press it now. Otherwise, hold on, we'll put you through to reception. And reception answers it, and she says, yes, I'll put you through. One moment, I'll see if he's in. And one would imagine that they'd look around the corner just to see if you know, the boss is in.
Right. But
no, she's 25 kilometres away.
Wow.
And it's no different if she was 2,000 kilometres or 20,000 kilometres away. It's, if the phone is on the internet, it can be addressed. It's no different to if I flew to London and got off the plane in London and turned my mobile phone on. It would say, it would wait a few seconds, it would hunt for a mobile phone tower, and it says, I now know where you are if I need to call you. The same thing happens with the digital phones. They just go, where are you? And you are referenced on the internet.
Wow, that's absolutely fantastic. Do you think there's anything else you'd like to tell me before we close?
Well, we've only really talked about telephones and a bit of video.
Right.
But why did we call it smartphone?
Why?
Because it's smarter than the average telephone. Now, smartphone, the word, is now a generic word, but our company is called SmartFone, or the program is called SmartFone. And it's because, I don't know if yourself, do you have more than one phone? You probably have a home phone, you probably have a work phone, you probably have a mobile phone. Some people have two mobiles, or some people have an internet phone number. Some people might have a business marketing number, maybe an advertising number, fax number. Which number do you give out?
All of them, usually.
All of them. Now, have you ever got anybody trying to ring you? They ring your home number, can't find you, they ring you leave a voicemail. They ring your office number and they can't find you, leave a voicemail. Ring your mobile number and leave another voicemail, and you then are retrieving voicemails from all over the place. Well, we say, throw that out the window, get a new number and keep it for life. And that one number will find you no matter what number you are on anywhere on the planet.
So it's a little bit like call divert, is that what you're saying?
A little bit like that. It's actually, the term's called follow me, find me.
Okay.
It will follow you around, so you can take smartphone and it will actually ring them all in sequence for you, or ring them all at once, or ring that one first, and then these 2 second, leave a voicemail. It will even SMS you if the voicemail's been left. If you wished that, it's another feature to say voicemail arrived. Would you like to retrieve it now? That it's that smart that you can program it. Of course, it sounds complicated, but it's actually really simple. It's everything you ever wanted. It's one number on one platform that does everything. No other company has ever done this because they haven't managed to integrate it. They've tried to take, a computer phone and then they patch it in. Then they take a broadband phone, then they take another video conferencing system, and then you've still got multiple systems. Well, what we've done is we've created one number that addresses 25 different modules.
That's great.
It's your voice number, it's your fax number, it's your messaging number, it's your email number, it's your communication number, it's your commerce number, it's your payment number, it's your blog number, it's your... Can you imagine having all of these all addressed by one account? And we give you a web page on the internet that people can go to, and that's your page, and they can literally find all of those details. They can open up a page and they say, I'd like to talk through that method, or I would like to SMS that person, or I would like to send them a fax, or I would like to look at their video online, or watch their presentation, or go to their blog, or see their media gallery. It's all in one system, and we give it to you for one small fee a month.
Does that fee vary, or is that just a consistent fee?
You can, for the base core of our product, it's one flat fee. Obviously for businesses or for heavy duty users, they can upscale it, and they just get more capacity in our system.